Greens are standing by a candidate who rapped about drugs and date rape, despite labelling his lyrics reprehensible. Agnus McAlpine today apologised, insisting he's changed as the party conceded its vetting process has failed. State political reporter Andrew Lund.
With Greens leader Samantha Ratnam at his side, Agnus McAlpine confronted his previous career as a hip-hop rapper.
I'd like to, from the very outset, say unreservedly how truly, deeply sorry I am for the offence, the degradation, the humiliation and the triggering that those lyrics that I once performed have had on anyone who's heard them.
Performing under the stage name Fat Gut in 2010, the Footscray candidate rapped rhymes referencing domestic violence, drugs and date rape.
Date rape, drugs in a drink, then have my way.
That was a really shocking attempt at crude humour and something I regret, something I've never ever engaged in at all. It was disgusting and I totally distanced myself completely from those stupid things that I said.
Those lyrics were reprehensible, unacceptable and have no place in our community. It speaks to the culture of toxic masculinity.
Despite that, the Greens are standing by their man, the second candidate in as many weeks to cause the party embarrassment.
We need to improve our processes. We're open to improving our processes, and I think these examples highlight that there are big gaps in our processes, particularly for the digital age.
We hear a lot about fake news, but I think we're seeing a lot about fake values when it comes to the Greens and their failure to stand up.
A foul-mouthed rapping Greens candidate has apologised for recording songs promoting date rape, domestic violence and drug dealing, but won't step down. The Greens have backed Agnus McAlpine ahead of the state election, with Premier Daniel Andrews declaring the party having cultural problems.
As a 21-year-old rapper, he was known as Fat Gut, writing lyrics and rhymes full of distaste.
Got no class when trying to get some ass. Put a rowie in your glass and wait for a few minutes to pass.
Facing the music today, Greens candidate Agnus McAlpine was full of remorse after leaving his party red-faced.
I'm so ashamed of those things that I once said, but that doesn't represent me now and it didn't represent me then.
Don't care for politics, but say I'm down, trying to get in the pants of the singer from Blue King Brown.
The Greens are standing firm despite his songs promoting domestic violence, date rape and homophobic slurs.
We are going to change the culture of toxic masculinity. We need more men to own up, take responsibility, apologise and commit to change.
I've made some serious mistakes as a young person and I stand up here and own them. There's no excuse.
McAlpine says he told the Greens of his off-colour lyrics, but the message didn't get through. He's the second candidate involved in scandal this election, after Joanna Nilsson pulled out following her pre-selection.
We need to improve our processes. We're open to improving our processes, and I think these examples highlight that there are big gaps in our processes.
Premier Daniel Andrews says the Greens issue runs deeper.
I think that there is a cultural problem there, a really significant cultural problem.
Michael Felgate, 7 News.